Hello, I would like to welcome you to our 9th tutorial, which will focus on the making of counters and timers and functions for these system tools. The first part of this tutorial we will work with the counters, and counters will be also the name of the floor. The task will be to create the output, which will be controlled by pressing the button 5 times. It can be useful for the swimming pool cover. For example, if you have small children and you are afraid about them, you can use the 5 times press for opening and closing the cover of the swimming pool. So in this case, we want to use 2 buttons and 2 relays for the cover, one for opening and one for closing the cover. We use 2 buttons, counters, and 2 relay outputs. In the device manager, we just rename our outputs which we used before. That means relay number 4 and 5. The buttons are assigned with the EST3 unit and inputs SW5 and SW6. Outputs with the rename relays on the SA306M unit. In the function manager we need to make a new function for counters. Because we need to count how many times we press the button, the name of function is increment counter. Function type counter and function increment. The next step is to make the counters. Go to the system manager, bookmark counters and click on the plus button. The name of first counter can be counter pool open. Confirm auto reset and the counter value is 5. Auto reset is useful if you don't have reset input to the system. And principally, we don't need to have a manual reset of counter in this case. The second counter is counter pool close. Auto reset, the counter value is again 5. Configure this window and close the system manager. Now we need to create the connection between SW5 and the counter for opening the cover. After releasing the mouse button, there will be a new window for counter opened. Inside the counter, you again need to make the connection. In this case between SW5 and the counter pool open. Click on the orange arrow, put the name of this wire, for example increment open of pool cover, and click on the add function. By a short press we need to send the information about the impulse to the counter for incrementation. The same for connection between SW6 and the counter. The name of this wire is increment close of pool cover, and again, for a short press, increment counter. Close the counter, and now we need to make the connection between the counter and the relays. The first one is counter pool open and the relay number 4. The name of wire is open pool cover. And now we want to send the 5 seconds impulse after reaching the value of counter. We set 5 times. Close the counter and the same for counter pool close and relay number 5. The name is close pool cover. Repeat the action again and the counter reaches the value and the function digital impulse is 5 seconds. Close this window and you can try if it's work. The second part of this tutorial is to create the example for timers. Add new floor with the name timers. On the desktop we put 1 button, timer, and 2 digital outputs. This task will be maybe a little difficult, but we will do it. After pressing the button, we want to send the impulse to the timer and the timer starts counting. After 9 seconds, the output will be switched on for 5 seconds. During the counting time, 9 seconds, the output will be switching the value for each second. The output will flashing until the 9th second. In this case, also we show how it's easy to follow the output with another output. That means output 2 will be doing the same as output 1. The button is assigned with SW7 inputs on the EST3 unit, and the outputs will be assigned with the WSB40. Our wall switch button WSB40 has integrated 2 double-colored LEDs, and you can control them with the system. For this example, we use green 1 as the first output and green 2 for the following second output. In the function manager, we need to create a new function with the name timer start. We can say just for sending the impulse about starting. Type is timer and function is start. Go again to the system manager and in the bookmark timers click on the plus button. Put the name of timer, confirm the auto reset and auto stop, set up timer value for the 9 seconds and confirm this window. Make a connection between SW7 and timer and in the same inside. The name of this wire is just start timer, and for short down we use the function timer start. Now we need to make the connection between the timer and output green 1. Again the same inside. The name of the wire can be control by timer. The function for timer tick is digital switch. This is because we want the output green 1 flashing every second. The second function is action for timer elapsed and digital impulse 5 seconds. That's all. Now we want to follow the output green 1 by green 2. Make a connection between green 1 and green 2 with name watching output. For digital in out switch on is function digital on, and for digital in out switch off is function digital off. Save the project, upload it into the central unit and it's complete.